He's got the toys. He's got showmanship. And he's got sex appeal. Ladies and gentlemen, from the great Southwest, here's the guru of gadgets, the dapper and dashing Don Baine, the Gadget Professor. Gadget Professor.
Hello everyone, this is Don Baine, the Gadget Professor, coming to you live and in color from foggy, humid, hot, rainy Narragansett, Rhode Island. The Gadget Professor has two fans on to try to keep me cool. If you're new to the Gadget Professor, welcome. Thank you for finding us. I think you'll enjoy our show. We come up with a new one every Thursday night. We have a new gadget every week and some software or apps that may make your life a little bit easier, and I hope that you will enjoy them. If you are old to the Gadget Professor, we are on episode 107, and thank you so much for tuning in. As I mentioned a couple times, we're now heard in I think 162 countries around the world, and I keep looking at that because I'm learning all these countries I can't even pronounce, but it's a lot of fun. So today, as I said, we are on episode 106, and if you're not subscribed to the Gadget Professor, I suggest that you do that. Go to thegadgetprofessor.com, and you'll see a brown box right there, and just click the Gadget Professor, and anything that takes an RS feed or a subscription feed, you will be automatically subscribed. We are available on iTunes, iPod, Roku Box, Boxy Box. The Samsung TVs pick us up now. Pretty much anything that's on glass, your cell phone, you can watch the Gadget Professor. And also you want to subscribe to the newsletter, and again, that's on the webpage, thegadgetprofessor.com, and if you scroll down right there, you will see subscribe to the newsletter. All you do is put your email in, and every Thursday evening, as soon as the show is done, you will receive the show notes, and what that is a hot link to everything that we discussed during the show, and all you do is click on that and you'll get all the information. Of course, you can follow me on Facebook. As soon as an episode's up, we're on Facebook. I personally like, let's see, a Rebel Mouse. Let's go to that. It's Rebel Mouse/Gadget Professor. Rebel Mouse/Gadget Professor. And we tweet constantly. If you like Twitter, we're at Gadget Professor. And what this page is, what Rebel Mouse is it's actually a beautiful pictorial of all the gadgets that are coming out, and I update this page probably 20-30 times a day. It's all done automatically for me. And if you are interested in gadgets, you can check this page at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you go back at 2 o'clock, it's completely changed. So this is a cool page, and you may want to follow me. It's totally free at Rebel Mouse/Gadget Professor. I think Rebel Mouse is going to take over for a lot of pages that are up there. I really like this. So one thing I forgot to mention, I think, is if you want to email me, I'm available 24/7 at thegadgetprofessor@gmail.com. So send me some email. Now, here we go. Our first app of the day, and this has been around for a long time, but they've done something new, is called Flickr. And Flickr is a program that I've been using for many years, and what it is it will allow you to upload all your photographs for free and share them with your family, friends, or even your enemies if you want. And now they've just updated to 1 terabyte, so you can store 1 terabyte of your photos online, and they kind of went through this. 1 terabyte equals 537,731 6.5 megapixel photo. I gotta get that URL. Megapixel photos. It's a good deal, and it's free, and Flickr's a great site. So if you're new to that or haven't heard of that, check that page out. I think you'll enjoy it. Another interesting software that I actually use, and it's just the way your brain works. This is mind mapping software, and if you're not familiar with mind mapping software, essentially what this does is if you're brainstorming with someone or even by yourself and you're throwing out ideas, what this allows you to do is to create a pictorial of what it is that's in your mind or what people are saying very quickly. There's all kinds of pre-formatted templates. This is totally free. They, of course, have a pro version, but If you've never used this stuff and you do a lot of conceptualization, or you're planning an event or something and you got all kinds of ideas and you're not sure which ones will work or not, or who's involved with it, this software is very cool and a lot of fun to at least expose yourself to, if you will. So check that out. Another piece of software that we have is called Plan, Plaan.com. And the reason they don't call it Plan is because they probably couldn't get Plan.com, or they probably couldn't get PLAA.com. So they're PLAAA.com. What this is essentially is it's a printable, customizable blank planner, and this is totally free, and you can display multi-week, the start date, the end date, the paper size. You can even get a PDF of it. What's interesting though, if you want a yearly calendar, they're going to charge you $1.99. So a weekly, a multi-week, and a monthly calendar is free, but if you want the year calendar, it's going to cost you $1.99. But this is quick, free stuff that may be helpful to you or to your kids to plan out their weekly or monthly schedule. Another piece of software that I have used and do use frequently actually is called Hotspot Shield. And what Hotspot Shield will do is it's a versatile internet security and privacy tool. In addition to protecting you from dangerous online threats, it also protects your privacy, enables you to access any blocked websites and content. And what it will also do is it will unlock any websites that you can't access. For example, YouTube, Facebook, if you're blocked by school or your work, not that I'm trying to encourage this, but if you use this software, essentially it creates a hidden IP address. Let's just leave it at that. And if you're out of the country and you want to listen to Pandora, you can't do that. You can't get in. But if you use this software, this will unlock that, and it will make you appear as if you were in a United States IP address. So it's very cool stuff, but what I primarily use it for is for internet privacy. If you're at a hotel or at the airport, no one's going to crack this stuff, and it's totally secure, totally free. You will get some ads with the free version, but who cares? And if you want to buy the paid version, they certainly have that, and they have a 7-day free trial. The next software that we're going to show today is called Free CUDA Movie Converter. And what this will do is very quickly convert any type of video format. It supports over 350 video formats on almost every popular device that's out there. So if you need to convert something from AVI to MPEG, it will even do the high def formats. Totally free, very easy to use, and you'll want to check that out. Another piece of software that I've been using for years, this company is called Nitro, and they have some excellent free software, specifically in the PDF area. So if you need a PDF reader or a program that will convert a document to PDF, this is the stuff I recommend. As a matter of fact, I use Nitro Reader more than I use Adobe Reader, which is also free, and that's like the king of them all. But I like this Nitro Reader, and this is called the Primopdf, totally free. They do have some paid versions, and if you go up on their website, they have the Nitro Reader free, Word to PDF free, PDF to Word free, and PDF to Excel all free, and they all work flawlessly. Very nice software, and they don't take up a lot of resources on your computer, so I highly recommend them. And now what I would like to do is go to the gadget of the day. And the gadget of the day is actually made by a company called Diamond Multimedia, and this is what it looks like. And this is a wireless range extender. No more wires, no more dead spots. And what you can do with this is expand your wireless signal. I have a house here in actually Narragansett, and my bedroom was way at the other end of the house. I get signal there, but it's not the best. It's like 1 or 2 bars. So I purchased this unit, and I've used these in the past, and what it will do is it will extend the range. And what's nice about this is you plug it into the wall, and you find the sweet spot, like right where the signal is, let's say upstairs somewhere. It doesn't have to be in the bedroom, and it will amplify the signal to the rest of the house. So it does a good job. Now, as I said, we have a little twist in this show tonight, and let's take a look at what's in the box. So when we open this up, you're going to see a couple things. You're going to see the actual device, and we'll take a close-up of this in a minute. you get this beautiful free yellow internet cable, and also in here somewhere we have the instructions, and the instructions are very easy to follow. It's very cleanly laid out, 1, 2, 3 with pictures, and one of the better books that I've seen for instruction booklets. And last but not least, you get this disc. And essentially what you do is you put the disc in. It's going to ask you some basic things about your router, your username, your password for the wireless connector, so on and so forth. Now, I will mention, if you make a mistake configuring this, you've got to reset and start all over. You cannot go back and change something once it's in there. It won't let you do that, which, no, not a big deal. So you just click reset and you start like you just bought it and start all over again. So I will mention that. Now, here's the interesting twist. What this does is it shows all the what the box does is it shows you what's in the box, your easy start guide, your CD, your Ethernet cable. It tells you all the platforms that it works on. Has a nice picture in front. In the back, it shows you a diagram of what the signal would be with the extender and without it. So it's pretty simple to use. Now, the actual device itself is quite easy. Obviously, you're going to plug that in the wall, and then on the bottom part here you can see this Ethernet jack, and you're just going to plug the cable in, and if you want, you can have a wired outlet, if you will, Ethernet outlet. So if you don't have a wired outlet, which I do not in my bedroom, certainly I can use the wireless signal, but if I feel I want a wired connection, this is plugged in the wall, and now I've got a wired connection to put to the TV or whatever. So you essentially have your choice, the wire or the wireless. I prefer the wireless. And on the front here, they have a bunch of readouts, and it says power, which obviously if there's no power, the light won't light. It has the Ethernet cable to show that you're using the cable. If that's plugged in, that it's functional. They have a wireless light here that shows that it's receiving the wireless signal, and this is actually how you find your sweet spot. If I were to hook this up in my bedroom, the signal's probably too weak there to make this functional. So what I do is I hook this up somewhere in the middle of the upstairs area where I see the light up and I have a good signal, and that means that there's signal there, it's strong, and it will push it to the other bedrooms and actually even outside. And also it shows you the WPS, which means that your security has been properly denoted, and it's functional. If you put the wrong password in, you'll have signal, but you won't be able to log on. So that's pretty much it. Now, here's the twist, folks. Here's the website, Diamond Multimedia. No problem with that. And it's $49.99. So we'll call it $50, and it gives all the information about the unit. No problem there. And then I just searched on Newegg, because Newegg frequently has good bargains, and I checked there, and the same unit is $52.99. Now, I hadn't hooked the unit up yet because I was doing my research on the show, and then I unpacked the unit, and then I tried to hook it up, and I couldn't get it to work. And I don't know why I couldn't get it to work. I've hooked these up many times, and they work great. Maybe I had a bad one. I don't know. And after a half hour, I just put it down, and I went back, and believe it or not, I do some research for the Gadget Professor show, and I went around and checked out the pricing, and here's my tip-off. I went to Amazon, which I always go to, and they showed two models. Now, again, this is the WR300N. It says it on this. It says it on the box. And when I went to Amazon, I noticed that there's two WR300N devices, which seems strange. Now, one of them is $44.99. We'll call it $50, and the other one is $68.43. But they have the same model number, WR300N. So I went on the first one here, clicked on it, and it gave me some photographs, which looks exactly, there's the box, and here's the box, the same picture. So it's the same model, WR300N. And I looked at every picture, and everything's the same. So then I went back, and that's the $45 unit, and I went to the $68 unit and clicked on that, and there's no pictures, which was odd, but the unit looks exactly the same. The lights are the same. It's the same. However, this one says that it's a wireless repeater, a wireless range extender, a wireless access point, and a wireless bridge device, and then it has these numbers, KT4921, which means nothing to me. There's nothing on this that says that. There's nothing on the box that says that. So something wasn't right. It just, something didn't make sense to me. So I went ahead and called their tech support, which incidentally is live, and they answered on the second ring, and they were very nice. And I asked the gentleman there, what's the difference between, you know, this looks like there's two models, but they're both called the same model number. So what he actually told me, and I found this slightly amusing, if I could find my notes here, that there were 3 models now. And one is called the WR300N, which is the one I have, I guess. There's one that's called R, and there's one that's called S. And the S is the brand new one. I can't find that anywhere. As a matter of fact, I can't find the R anywhere, but this is what he's telling me. And the difference is this, that the newer models have an extra light on this, which shows you how much signal you get. Okay? Other than that, they're pretty much the same. So the actual power that this puts out to extend the range of your Wi-Fi signal is the same in all 3. So there's no technological difference, if you will. There's no increase in amplification or range extension between the 3 models. Why there's a price difference, the only thing I can come up with is that they give you an extra light here that shows you how much signal you have, which is not a big deal to me whatsoever. If it increased the range and extended my Wi-Fi range, then that would be of some interest to me, and I'd probably buy that one. I always like to buy the newest model anyway to get that advanced technology. But what was odd to me is that the pictures are all the same, and the advertisers have this screwed up. So I blame Diamond Multimedia for not being clear about that. Now, let's get back to the odd twist. I have used these, as I said, several times, which is why I purchased this. I told the gentleman that I was having problems hooking it up, and he goes, oh, that's odd. He said, usually they're pretty easy. I said, yeah, I know that. So essentially, as he was asking me his questions, he said, who is your provider? And in Narragansett, I have wireless Fios, which to me is the best out there. I've tried everybody, Comcast, Cox. I've used every service out there as I've traveled across the country. In Arizona, I have Comcast, and that works great. But to me, there's nothing faster and better than Verizon Fios. It is just the king de la creme as far as I'm concerned. Now, I said, what's the difference? What service I have? He said, well, we need to know. I said, well, I have Verizon. And he said, okay. He said, what kind of router do you have? What kind of router, what's your Fios box? And I'm like, where's this guy going? I said, it's the router that came with Fios. Like, who cares? And he said, is it Action Tech? And I said, yeah, it is Action Tech. And he goes, there's your problem. And I went, what? And he proceeds to tell me that this unit will not work. The only thing it will not work with, of course, is the Action Tech router. And I said, that is absolutely outrageous and ridiculous. And he said, we have called Action Tech and told them that we have a problem with our software reading each other, and Action Tech said, that's too bad. That's the way we make them. We're not changing them for you. And that's the end of the story, folks. So this doesn't work in my house, which is annoying and upsetting. And also, there's nowhere in the literature anywhere that I could find, at least quickly, that this does not work with the Action Tech router, and they should at least put it on the box. So I said to him, well, what am I supposed to do with this now? And he said, well, you can return it wherever you bought it. So being the cheapskate that I am, I bought this on one sale a day for $30, and they're not taking it back. So I could wait to go back to Arizona and hook it up there, although the signal's great and I don't need it there. So what I figured I would do, if someone could email me, the Gadget Professor at thegadgetprofessor@gmail.com, if you can tell me why you need this, and this better be good, folks, why you need this, why this would be important to you, the Gadget Professor is going to actually send this to you. I assure you it's brand new because I can't use it. And I'll send you the box, the disc, I'll send you everything. So the first person, I shouldn't say the first person, I'll wait a week. I'll see what we get for email, but if someone could use this and put it to good use, drop me a line at thegadgetprofessor@gmail.com, and I'm going to send it your way, and I'll even pay for the postage. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Gadget Professor. I'm annoyed that this doesn't work, and I'm angry with Diamond Multimedia for not being up front and telling you that it doesn't work with Action Tech. But if you're going to buy one, don't buy the top of the line. Buy the cheaper one. You can go to Amazon, and it's what did I say, $45? $44.99. We'll call it $45. It's Prime also, so you don't pay the shipping on that. And I would buy the cheaper one. This unit does work. It does do a good job, but as I said, it won't work here. And that's the twist that we have at the Gadget Professor this week. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see everybody next Thursday evening. Thank you for tuning in to The Gadget Professor.
The Gadget Professor is produced by Don Baine, Multimedia Communications, LLC. If you would like your product reviewed on The Gadget Professor or would like to appear on The Gadget Professor, contact us via email at thegadgetprofessor@gmail.com. The opinions expressed on the program by the host, guests, call-in listeners, or chatters are solely the opinions of the original source who expressed them. And thank you for watching The Gadget Professor.